It's a simple fact of life that prices in Brooklyn are always better than they are in Manhattan. That's just the way it is. But you know, the biggest question on everyone's mind is how much better are we talking? Well, today's apartment answers that question perfectly. Because if it were in Manhattan instead of in Bushwick where it's located, it would be 4 to 5 times more money than it actually is. And that's because it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 2-floor townhouse with one amazing private yard. We just got off the train and this is a big neighborhood. And that's good because it means you can find quiet streets to live on without all the noise and chaos that you'd have in Manhattan. You can find affordable rents here, not just in apartment complexes, but also in townhouses and brownstones, which is really cool. You don't really have that option in Manhattan. I mean, just look at these cool little buildings right here. That's really good because living in a massive apartment complex isn't for everyone, especially when you consider how much traffic apartment complexes with 20 or even 30 units can get. And those are small by comparison. Some buildings have like 50 units in them and there's just a lot of traffic and a lot of noise in the building itself. But here, you don't really have that. This neighborhood is also great for commuters because you can get from Bushwick into Lower Manhattan in about 30 minutes. Upper Manhattan might be a little challenging, but to get to Lower Manhattan in 30 minutes, that might even be quicker than living in the Upper East Side, which is still in Manhattan. And if you're someone who's starting a new job or needs to get to a university in downtown, this neighborhood would allow you to do that and save a ton of money in the process because the rents here are so much cheaper than they are in those popular downtown neighborhoods. Rest assured that if you choose to live here, you're not getting any less of the New York City experience than you'd get if you lived in Manhattan, just a different experience because it's a different neighborhood. And if you want to go to Manhattan, again, 30 minutes and you're there. We're here and check this out. This building is 3 stories, so I'm pretty excited to see what this is like. Okay, we are in a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom townhouse with 2 levels, a private backyard, laundry and unit, and the works. So right when you walk in, you enter into this gorgeous living room, which is really large. There's a kitchen table here, there's an entertainment center, there's plenty of seating, and there's even this awesome chandelier right in the center of the room. I love the way that this is laid out, and whoever did this has amazingly good taste. This is incredibly stylish. There's also a really nice mirrored closet right here for storage, and there are 2 really large windows here that are facing the street and just let in tons of light. This is a lot of space. This is 16 feet long by 10.5 feet wide, and I didn't even include the area here where the couch is. You could hang out on this couch and watch TV, no problem. If you were gonna have friends over, this is the perfect place to do it because there's a big couch, there's a big kitchen table, and there's plenty of other chairs in here, so you could have parties, you could entertain people, no problem. Sometimes it's hard to set up a large apartment because you end up wasting the space, but none of that is done here, and I just love what a great job they've done furnishing this and just how cool it looks. The deck is right off the side of the kitchen. And this is some proper outdoor space. As you can see, there is plenty of room out here for outside seating and relaxing. There's this really big tree right here in the middle of the deck, which brings a lot of shade to this area. It would be so awful if this tree wasn't here because it would get kind of hot back here, but this brings a lot of shade and really gives this some unique style. There's also a few flower boxes in case you've got a green thumb. And check this out, you even get to have a tool shed. Yes, that's right, you get to have a tool shed And this would be the coolest place to hang out, especially because you've got the kitchen right there. I mean, you could throw some serious parties here, or you could just enjoy this place and have a relaxing environment in a big city, but without the big city feel to it. This kitchen is awesome, and it's right by the deck, and the huge benefit of that is if you're entertaining guests inside the apartment, it's easy to get to where the living space is, and if you're entertaining guests outside, which you're definitely gonna do if you live here, it's easy to bring things from the kitchen outside as well, and you don't have all this traffic going through the entire apartment. So many times when a place has an outdoor area, you need to walk through a large portion of the apartment to get to where the kitchen and the bathroom are, but none of that's the case here because the bathroom is just around the corner and the kitchen is right here in this location. That is so convenient. There is tons and tons and tons of cabinet space. There's cabinets on both walls, both above and below. There is tons of storage in here. There's a beautiful high-end stove with 4 burners. There's a massive microwave. Look at the size of this. This microwave is bigger and nicer and probably more powerful than some of the ovens you'll see in downtown Manhattan like Soho or the East Village. There's a beautiful full-size fridge with an ice maker, and there's even a pantry right here off to the side in case all of this storage space that's here already wasn't enough. All right, so just off the side of the kitchen, we've got 1 bedroom here and there's a bathroom here. Now this bathroom would kind of be communal for the living room and for the outside traffic and for whoever gets this bedroom. Okay, this is a ton of space. This is 12 feet 5 inches by 9 feet 6 inches, and you have options with a room like this. Any size bed you want, go ahead, put it in here. And as you can see, this is a really great way to set up the room because you can have the bed in this corner over here by the windows, and that gives you the whole rest of the room to set up with a home office, with a dresser, and with an end table off one side of the bed. There's also a really nice closet in here, which is super deep. It's not a walk-in closet, but just look at how much space is in here. There's 2 spots for you to hang stuff up. There's nice mirrors on the doors, and the view here is really good. These windows face the backyard, so this room's not gonna get any street noise. Let's take a quick look at this bathroom. Yeah, this is a really good bathroom. There are 2 large medicine cabinets right here with mirrors on the inside and on the outside, so getting ready is not gonna be a problem. And there's also a full-size bath with a tub and a beautiful sliding glass door. And I love the tile in here. Look at these cool little details. It's a pretty big bathroom as well. There's also an extra cabinet in here, and there's storage space below the sink, so great bathroom. That's a nice bathroom. I really like it. Let's get down the stairs here and see the other 3 bedrooms. All right, so this is kind of cool. This whole ground level here has the rooms spread out through it, and what's kind of neat is the bathroom is actually split. So this bath right here, this is a half bath with just a shower. And then in this door right here, you've got the other half of the bathroom, which has the sink and the toilet. And it looks like the tile in here is exactly the same as it is in the bathroom upstairs, which is really nice. And that's good because having the bathroom split on a floor like this where there's 3 people is really gonna help make this more convenient and eliminate traffic jams. Oh, and this is a good chance to point it out. Check this out, the washer and dryer are right here as well. So doing your laundry in this apartment, not a problem. This bedroom that I walked into is pretty nice. It's a little bit smaller than the room upstairs, but I really like this. It's very quiet, it's got a window, and the space here looks really big and really functional. This is an L-shaped room, which makes it a little tough to measure, but the area where the bed is pretty good. It's 8 feet 11 inches by 5 feet 6 inches, so there's a good amount of space back here, and getting a decent sized bed in this area is not gonna be a problem. Then you've got this whole other section of the room that I didn't even measure, where you've got some cabinets, and you've got a closet. And this is great. You'd probably pay a little bit less money for this room than the room upstairs, but it's a good size and it's really quiet. And it even has its own private door, which leads to the backyard. So if you wanted to go out to the back patio without disturbing anybody else in the apartment, you could easily do that. That's pretty cool. Okay, this room. is still occupied. So someone's living in here. It's in disarray, but that's okay. And overall, this room is a really good size. And there's this whole area right down here by the window where you can have a home office set up just like the current tenant has. That's really convenient, and that makes a room like this awesome because you've got this area where you can work and it's separate from the area where you're sleeping. So measuring in here is a little tricky. I actually went from the closet to the wall just so you can kind of get an idea of where you can put your bed. And you've got a lot of space right here. You've got 10 feet 7 inches, 7 feet 6 inches, and that's just the area where the bed goes from the closet. So I'm not including any of the other space that's in here where the door swings open or where this nightstand is. I'm certainly not including that area right there where you could have a home office. Let's head down the hall here and see the final bedroom. This is kind of cool. So those are the stairs that lead down, and this room has like its own little entryway, and there's a door here that leads to the street with several locks on it. So that's nice and secure, but whoever gets this room, it looks like they've got a closet right here outside of the room. They've got a door to kind of give themselves some extra privacy. And let's see the room itself. Ooh, I really like this. This is nice. And wait a second. Oh, no way. I didn't even know. This has its own bathroom as well. And is this a full bath? Yep, it is. This is a full bath. It's got a shower. It's got a sink. This is really nice. This room was kind of tricky to measure because it's not a perfect square, but the space is really good. It's 9 feet 8 inches by 7 feet 2 inches. You're gonna be a little limited with this room in what size bed you can have, but if you don't need a queen or a king size bed, you could make this room really comfortable. And I love the details that are here, like this nice little fireplace, the little steps that kind of lead up into the bathroom. And I also like how there's this other spot over here for a dresser, which is nice because between this dresser, the standing closet that you see right over here by the door, and then the closet that's out in the hall, you have a lot of storage space if this is gonna be your room. This could also work well as a guest bedroom because it doesn't need a huge bed, it has its own bathroom, and it's right by a door that leads directly to the street. If you've got a New York City apartment and you wanna have it featured on my YouTube channel, my contact information is in the video description. Speaking of homes, I've got more apartment tours coming up, so hit the subscribe right here. And if you wanna see some more apartments in the meantime, this playlist has a whole bunch of them. I'll see you in the next video.